Welcome, everyone, to episode 378 of the AI Brief.
It's great to be here.
We have a really packed show for you today. We're going to be unpacking some massive shifts in AI. First up, Amazon is taking Alexa Plus straight to the web, which is a huge move against the other chatbots.
Huge move. And then we'll get into NVIDIA. They've launched a major open source AI platform for self-driving cars.
Right, and a story I found just incredible new data on how many millions of people are using ChatGPT every single day for health advice.
And of course, we'll round it out with other crucial AI news and some of the trending productivity tools you can actually use right now.
Okay, let's start with Amazon then. This feels like a really fundamental and maybe strategically tricky repositioning for them.
It really does. For years, Alexa was, that thing in your Echo speaker.
Tied to the hardware.
Exactly. But now it's breaking free. They've launched a standalone website, alexa.com, and it's a direct shot at ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, you name it.
So early access users can just go to any browser and start using it for research, writing.
All of that. Research, writing, planning tasks. It's the first time Alexa has really truly lived outside of an Amazon device.
And it's not just for talking. We keep hearing this term, an agentic assistant.
Yeah.
For anyone listening who isn't deep in the jargon, what does that actually mean in practice?
It means it does things for you. It's not just answering a question, it's executing a complex task.
So it's connecting to other services.
Right. We already knew about Uber and OpenTable, but now they're adding Expedia, Yelp, Angie, Square, so you can directly book a hotel or a service. It's acting on your behalf.
And it seems like that real-world utility is paying off. They're reporting some pretty big engagement numbers already.
Oh, yeah. Since the Alexa Plus rollout, they're saying users are shopping and cooking with the assistant at rates 3 to 5 times higher than before.
Wow.
That's a massive metric for them, and they're doubling down by redesigning the mobile app to be chatbot first. That conversation window is front and center now.
Okay, so here's where it gets interesting, strategically. Amazon has poured billions into Anthropic, right, to get access to Claude. But now they're positioning Alexa in the exact same consumer chatbot space. Isn't that awkward?
It is a bit of a tightrope walk, but I think it shows their strategy. They're happy to fund Anthropic for the foundational model, the muscle, but they want to own the face, the consumer gateway.
So Alexa has the one thing Claude doesn't have yet.
Distribution.
Yeah.
It's already in millions of homes, on speakers, on TVs. They're leveraging that footprint to try and win the interface war.
Okay, that makes sense. They're paying for the core intelligence, but owning the delivery.
Yeah.
So if Amazon is putting reasoning in the browser, NVIDIA is trying to put it in our cars. Let's talk about their big announcement from CES 2026, Alpamayo.
This is a really major development for the entire autonomous vehicle space. It's not just about better sensors, it's about the quality of the decision-making.
So Alpamayo is a new family of open-source models designed to help self-driving cars reason more like a person.
Exactly. And the first one, Alpamayo 1, is a 10 billion parameter chain of thought model. The key is that method. It breaks complex problems down step by step.
It's modeling a decision process instead of just
spitting out an action. This is crucial for handling those weird edge cases, the rare things that trip up AVs because they're outside the training data.
And it doesn't just decide what to do, it explains why.
That's it. It generates the driving trajectory and the reasoning trace like a text log explaining its decision. That's a first for commercial systems.
Jensen Huang at NVIDIA called it the ChatGPT moment for physical AI. That's a bold statement.
It is. And honestly, the open source part is maybe the biggest piece of this story.
How so?
Well, think about it. Waymo, Tesla, they spend billions on their own proprietary R&D, and they keep it all in-house.
Right.
By open sourcing Alpamayo, NVIDIA is basically democratizing that high-level reasoning capability.
So any automaker or even a small startup can start building these reasoning-based AV systems without having to start from scratch.
Exactly. But there's a catch, right?
I was just about to ask. It democratizes the software, sure, but isn't this also a huge power play for their hardware?
Yeah.
To run Alpamayo well, you're going to need
all of NVIDIA GPUs.
So they're consolidating the hardware market underneath the entire industry.
It's a classic platform play. Give away the valuable software to create massive demand for the proprietary hardware engine. And they're sweetening the deal by throwing in a simulation framework and over 1,700 hours of real driving data. It's very, very aggressive.
Okay, so we've seen AI move into the browser, into cars, and now, based on a new report from OpenAI, it's moved deep into our personal health routines.
And the numbers in this report are, well, they're startling. Over 40 million people around the world are using ChatGPT for health information
Every day.
every single day. That's more than 5% of all messages on the platform now.
That number is just staggering to me. What does that say about the state of healthcare, that 40 million people are turning to a chatbot first?
It says people are dealing with a lot of complexity and long waits. The use cases aren't always like clinical diagnoses. It's more about symptom checking, trying to understand medical jargon from a lab report.
Or figuring out a medical bill?
Exactly. Or even just preparing better questions for an actual doctor's visit. They're using it to manage the bureaucracy of their own health.
What was the most surprising thing in the data to you?
The when and the where. 70% of these health chats happen outside of normal clinic hours, late nights, weekends.
When you can't get a person on the phone.
Right. And get this. Around 600,000 messages every week come from rural areas that are officially classified as hospital deserts.
Which, for our listeners, means areas where people live more than an hour away from a major hospital.
Yes. So it suggests ChatGPT is genuinely filling a void where medical resources are scarce.
Which is great for access, but it also sounds like a huge reliability risk. Did the report get into that at all?
It does, and OpenAI is careful to position it as a tool that augments care. But the sheer volume of high-stakes questions is undeniable. Between 1.6 and 1.9 million insurance questions every single week.
Things like comparing plans or appealing claims.
Appealing claims. I have to say, if an AI can successfully appeal a health insurance claim for me, that tool is priceless.
No kidding. So what's the end game here? The report included some policy proposals, which feels unusual.
That's the tell. They're urging the FDA to create clearer regulatory pathways for AI medical devices. They're laying the groundwork for a future where ChatGPT isn't just an informational tool, but could function as a regulated digital doctor.
That is a huge leap. And it really brings us back to this theme of AI becoming this pervasive agentic layer in our lives.
It really is. And on that note, let's transition to our roundup. We'll cover everything else happening in AI today, from new hardware to corporate roadmaps. We'll take this section at a slightly more measured pace, just to make sure every detail lands.
Let's start with hardware then, because the performance gains just keep coming. NVIDIA unveiled the successor to Blackwell. It's called the Vera Rubin platform.
Yes, and the numbers here are pretty dizzying. Rubin is designed to deliver 5 times faster inference and 3.5 times faster training than Blackwell. And critically, it does this while using 10 times less cost per token.
Which, to put that in perspective for you, means the massive AI models of tomorrow will run faster, but also at a fraction of the cost, making them much more accessible.
And this isn't just a concept. They confirmed it's already in full production, with a major ramp-up scheduled for the second half of 2026. The foundation for tomorrow's AI is literally being built right now.
Moving over to corporate roadmaps, it looks like Meta is rushing to release 2 new models for early 2026.
That's right. Reports are pointing to a model called Mango for image and video generation, and another called Avocado, which is supposed to be their new advanced text model. They are definitely playing catch-up across the board.
Meanwhile, OpenAI seems to be looking past the current version of ChatGPT. Their chief product officer outlined their 2026 roadmap.
And their vision is to transform ChatGPT from a responsive tool into a truly proactive, personal super assistant. We should expect it to anticipate your needs and manage complex workflows for you automatically.
And Microsoft is continuing to blur the lines between its assistant and its products.
Indeed. They've officially rebranded the entire Office 365 suite to the Microsoft 365 Copilot app. It's a clear signal that Copilot isn't just an add-on, it is the platform.
Shifting to robotics and research, there's a really interesting new partnership between Boston Dynamics and Google DeepMind.
This is a great pairing. The goal is to integrate DeepMind's Gemini Robotics AI models directly into the Atlas humanoids. This could move Atlas beyond just pre-programmed routines and toward much more adaptive, human-like movement in the real world.
On the talent side of things, there was a notable departure from OpenAI.
Yes, a veteran researcher named Jerry Tork is leaving after 7 years. He was a foundational figure there, contributing to their first coding systems and leading the reasoning AI team. That's a significant talent movement.
And for anyone who uses agentic coding tools, Claude Code's creator shared some really interesting workflow insights.
Yes, Boris Cherny posted a guide showing that he runs up to 15 parallel sessions of the coding tool at the same time to maximize speed. It shows how even the creators are using these tools like a whole team of developers.
And finally, a really interesting, efficient model coming out of the Middle East.
From Abu Dhabi's Technology Innovation Institute, or TII, they released Falcon H1R7B. It's a small, hybrid reasoner model, but it's outperforming rivals up to 7 times its size in math and coding, all while running at double the speed. It's a sign that smarter, not just bigger, is a viable path forward.
Absolutely. That's a theme we'll definitely be watching. Okay, let's pivot to our final segment, the trending tools you can use right now to put these breakthroughs to work.
Let's do it. These are some really useful ones.
First up, the big one we covered, Alexa.com. This is Amazon's new AI experience in your browser, ready to help you plan, research, and book things.
Then there's Falcon H1R, that efficient model from TII we just mentioned. If you're a developer looking for a powerful but smaller LLM for math and coding, this is one to check out.
We also saw Granola trending. This is for Mac users. It listens to your meetings and pulls out key actions and decisions, organizing them into smart notes.
For anyone in design, Imagen 3D is interesting. It's a tool for converting standard 2D images, like photos or sketches, into high-quality 3D models.
And if you're looking to automate bigger workflows, there's Gobi. It lets you create your own digital worker that can operate 24/7, handling complex, repetitive tasks for you.
For developers and designers, Sketchflow generates designs, prototypes, and even the front-end code for an app or website, just from your high-level ideas.
And lastly, a tool for research called Kale. It's designed to help you understand complex documents, connect ideas across different sources, and produce really clear, concise summaries.
That's a great suite of tools, covering everything from coding to meeting notes.
Definitely. So as we wrap up, the theme today is really this massive shift of AI from being a tool you open to a system that's just everywhere. We saw it in the browser with Alexa, in our cars with NVIDIA's Alpamayo, and in our daily health habits with ChatGPT.
AI is quickly becoming infrastructure, not just an application. And the ability to reason, whether it's on the road or when appealing an insurance claim, is the new competitive advantage.
So the question this all leaves us with is this. If the AI you use every day is about to go from being a helpful search box to a proactive agent that acts on your behalf, booking things, negotiating, giving health advice, how much of your own autonomy are you willing to delegate to that invisible co-pilot?
That's a fascinating line to think about as these systems get woven deeper into our lives.
Well, we hope this gave you the insights you need to navigate these changes. Thanks for joining us. Please make sure to follow and share this with anyone who needs to stay ahead of the curve.
We really appreciate you tuning in.
See you in the next episode.